Good morning, sir.
Morning,
Good morning, sir.
morning.
कहाँ बाहर ले लो?
Morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Morning,
Good morning, sir.
morning.
Morning,
Good morning,
Gita.
sir.
Okay, good morning, class. Hope you will be fine and doing your assignment at your home. Have you completed your assignment, whatever I have given?
Yes, sir.
All of you completed? Let me know.
Yes, sir.
Let me know if you have any doubt, then let me know. If you don't have any doubt, then I will proceed for the next.
Sir, I have doubt.
Okay. What is your doubt? Let me know. In
Yes,
question,
sir. Wait.
whatever question I
Yes,
have
sir.
given,
Wait.
Yes, sir. Doubt. Didn't
Yes,
understand.
sir. Sir, check the correction of formula.
you check the correctness of formula. Okay. So what question I have given that you have to check the correctness of formula of S is equal to ut plus half gt square. That one, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So for that, what you need to do? So I have given like this. This question was given that is S is equal to ut plus kgt square, isn't it? This was the question. Okay. Visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if
Yes,
this
sir.
was given ut plus kgt square and the k was dimensionless constant. Okay. So for checking the correctness of formula or checking the correctness of formula. Correctness of formula. What should be here? Dimension of LHS should equal to dimension of
RHS.
RHS. And you will write here dimension of LHS is
L. L raised to the power 1.
yeah, it's a distance. So it will be L. Okay.
L.
So
Yes, sir.
when you are talking about dimension of RHS, then dimension of RHS must be equal to dimension of UT is equal to dimension of K
S.
square.
Sir, okay.
Why it should be written? Because there will be the principle of homogeneity,
Homogeneity.
right? And the principle of homogeneity says that then the says that the dimensional formula of this term should equal to the dimensional formula of this term. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Those who are facing doubt, let me know. It's only for that persons only. Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now what we can do? We can write here that RHS is equal to dimension of UT. U means your velocity. The dimensional formula of velocity is LT minus 1. Okay. And your T is your time. You have to multiply T here. and it should be dimension of k GT square. So it will be dimensional formula of k will be your dimensionless, and the
Morning, sir.
formula of LT minus 2 and the t square is here. So once you will solve it, it will become L. This is L. So from here you can say, hence the dimension of LHS is equal to the dimension of RHS. So the formula dimension is correct. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is it clear to all of you now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Nice to hear you that it become now clear. Should I erase? Anyone is noting it?
Noted. So it
Noted,
was
sir.
homework, sir.
Okay, okay. So, coming to the limitation of dimensional analysis. Yesterday I was telling about the limitation of dimensional analysis, but the time was over. That's why I was unable to explain what are the different limitations of the dimensional analysis. Okay. So today I'm
Yes, sir.
cover that topic.
Yes, sir.
Limitations.
Limitations of dimensional analysis.
Yes. Dimensional analysis. So what are the different limitations? We'll discuss nearly 5 limitations. So first one, coming to the first limitation. You know, if there is a dimensional formula of any physical quantity, means there can be same dimensional formula for two different physical quantity. Means what? Means there can be two physical quantities that have a same dimensional formula. Like, you know about the
Yes, sir.
so and energy is there and torque is there. These are the three different physical quantities. What? Work, energy, and torque. Okay. So these three physical quantities have a same dimensional formula. Have a same dimensional formula.
Yeah.
So dimensions here means if the dimensions are given, physical quantity may or may not be unique. If dimensions are given, then physical quantity may or may not be unique. Example you can write. What example you can write? Means there are three different physical quantity, but their dimensional formula is same.
Same.
Example is your means work is there, energy, and torque.
Torque.
Yes, these have a same dimensional formula, but these are means the this three physical quantity have a same dimensional formula, but these are different. Okay.
ml square t की power -2.
Yeah. So you can write for this. So this dimensional formula for these will be ml square 2.
ml square t -2.
Yeah, exactly. So and the second will be numerical constant cannot be determined using the dimensional analysis. Numerical constant cannot be numerical constant cannot be deduced using dimensional analysis. Using dimensional analysis. Okay? So you can understand the example. If you are saying for free fall, h is equal to half gt square is there, na? Yes, it will be formula half gt square, h is equal to half. If you are just means dropping out any object, then it will free fall, and the height
Yes, sir.
will be h is equal to half gt square. So if you are set to derive the formula for height using the dimensional method, you will be unable to find out the value of this constant. Means there will be k only, but you will be unable to find the value of k. Okay. So this is one of the
Yes,
limitations.
sir.
Just I already means written you in one formula that s is equal to ut plus k gt square. So that k was still
Yes, sir.
k should be equal to half, but that was unknown. It can't be determined using the dimensional analysis. Got my point or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And the third can be written as, third limitation you can say, if there are, means you can say in dimensional formula, what you used to do, you used to make the while deriving the formula, you used to make the equations. Okay, certain equations are made, and on the basis of certain equation, you used to derive the formula. So this method cannot be derived. Means this method cannot be derived. Formula, those are dependent, means on physical quantity more than 3. Means if there are more than 3 physical quantity which are dependent on any physical quantity, then that can't be derived. So you can write, means you can understand in this way. Let's say I'm saying that this time period is dependent on what it is dependent. Let's say it is dependent on moment of inertia. Moment of inertia. So this time period, let's say, dependent upon mass. This time period, let's say, dependent upon acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration due to gravity. And one more, means these are the physical quantities. You know, these are the 3 physical quantities. Till now, we can derive the dimensional formula for this. Means we can derive the formula, because there are only 3 physical quantities which which are showing the dependency on the time period. But if there will be more than 3 physical quantity, means if I am saying that this time period is going to proportional on length as well, okay, so its derivation can't be possible. Means up to 3 dependencies it can be derived. This formula can be derived using dimensional analysis. If there are more than 3 dependency, then the formula, dimensional formula, can't be derived, but its correctness can be checked. But getting my point or not? Okay, so it will be, I think it will be a little bit typical for you understanding. Let me clear in English. Okay, so combined Hindi and English. अगर आपको कहा जाए कि there is a time period, यहाँ पे एक time period है जो 3 physical quantities के ऊपर depend कर रहा है, तो आप इसके लिए फॉर्मूला डिराइव कर सकते हैं. ठीक है. अगर आपसे ये कहा जाए कि ये जो टाइम पीरियड है वो 4 फिजिकल क्वांटिटीज के ऊपर डिपेंड कर रहा है, तो उस केस में डायमेंशनल एनालिसिस की ये लिमिटेशन है, यू कांट डिराइव द डायमेंशनल फॉर्मूला. गॉट माय पॉइंट और नॉट?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is it clear to all of you?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
clear.
Sir.
We cannot drive the dimension formula, but the correctness can be checked.
Yes, its correctness can be checked. Okay, so what we can write here, so this was the making you clear. We can write here. A physical quantity having dependency on more than 3 physical quantity physical quantity can't be derived using dimensional analysis, but correctness can be checked. But correctness can be checked. Got my point or not? Everyone should
Sir.
please note down whatever
Yes, sir.
on board, that should be in your notebook. Okay, it should be proper notes. And I will try to make I will try to write everything which is required for a good notes. Okay. So please
Okay.
write down these things in
Yes.
and try to read after the class.
Yes, sir. Please write, sir. We are writing third point, sir.
Okay. So now coming to the fourth point, because I had already told you there will be the 5 points. So
Yes, sir.
basically, you can say the third point, and what can be the fourth point? The fourth point, if any physical quantity is there, and that is depending on the trigonometric identities. Okay, just like displacement equation is there, y is equal to a sin omega t minus kx. Just like y is equal to a sin omega t minus kx. So
S sin omega t minus kx.
this can't be derived using the dimensional analysis. Okay, this formula can't be derived using the dimensional analysis. So we can write here physical quantity depending on trigonometric identity can't be derived. Got my point or not? This trigonometric quantities means a physical quantity depending upon the trigonometric quantities can't be derived. Okay?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Just like I already told you equation about y is equal to a sin omega t minus kx. So this can't be derived using the dimensional analysis. We can't derive this formula using the dimensional analysis. Okay? Okay.
Yes, sir.
And this method have one more limitation. If there is a summation or addition in any formula, so that can't be also derived using this method. Means you can say like s is equal to ut plus half gt square. So this having addition sign, na? So
Yes,
this
sir.
can't be derived. This can't be derived using the dimensional analysis. So you can write here. It will be visible at the bottom or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
No,
sir.
sir.
Visible.
Okay.
No, sir, not
सर लिखिए
visible.
लिखिए हाँ सर यहाँ पे विजिबल है.
Who is saying that not visible? Is there any person unable to see means
No.
the letter written on whiteboard? Okay, I think there is not any person. Okay. So
Sir, it is visible, sir.
kindly,
Don't worry.
kindly adjust for a week. From the next week onwards, I will be using the writing pad. Okay, so that will be quite visible to all of you. Okay. Okay. So what we can write, if there is some or difference in formula, then that can't be derived using dimension. Okay, can you put down? I should fill the ink on the marker. Done? It's done or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Done.
Yes, sir.
I'm noting last point, sir.
Okay. Yes, those who are asking for the video, my videos are available on the YouTube, and I'm just I will provide you link also. I'm just recording this video, and this will be available to all. Okay, don't bother about that, and kindly subscribe the channels and like and follow. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Now coming.
Tomorrow, sir, you will definitely have 2 million subscribers.
Thank you for your wishes.
You're welcome, sir.
सर लेकिन ज्यादा सब्सक्राइबर हो जाएंगे तो भूलिएगा मत.
Sure. Actually, it's my privilege to teach you all of you, because I already taught in the Army Public School, that is in Allahabad, for only 2 to 3 months, and I was engaged in Allahabad University as a assistant professor, and that was a contractual post. And then I joined here. I thought that I should share my knowledge to you people, because that's my native place, and I will be happy to tell you what I know. Okay. Coming to the error analysis. What is basically error? So we should understand what is basically error. Let me erase this.
Error analysis.
So what do you mean by error? Can anybody tell what is basically error?
Between the measured value and true value. The difference between the measured value and true value is known as error.
Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else?
The uncertainties in measurement of values.
Yes. That's
Amount of
between the
uncertainty
value
in
and
the
value of
measurement
any
of a
physical
physical
quantity.
quantity.
you people are just reading the from your notebook. Or
The
from
difference in the true value and measured value.
No, sir, from inside knowledge.
okay. Okay,
So,
that's fine.
the amount of uncertainty. Mistake, sir, mistake.
Yeah. Mistakes, but these mistakes is going to be counted. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Whatever mistakes you people used to do in your daily life, that is uncountable. But in case of the physics, these mistakes has to be counted, and we used to find out the method how can we minimize our error. Okay, but you people, you did not used to do these things in your life. Okay. So coming to the error, what is basically error? The chapter name is your error analysis. You people are just following the SL Aurora, I think, isn't it? SL Aurora as a reference book. You are just going through.
Yes, sir.
CRT, sir.
NCRT. So you should also follow the reference book. Okay. So error.
Sir, I follow HC Verma, sir.
Yes, sir. HC Verma. I also follow HC Verma.
That's very good. You know, SC Verma and BM Sarma and Rasnik Halliday and DC Pandey.
HC Pandey.
So these are one of the
Yes, sir, these authors are very good. Best.
yeah, but among them, I will say if you are more interested about the JEE mains and those who are bidding for the NEET examinations, so you should go and follow the BM Sarma. Okay. What I should what I feel that BM Sarma will be more appropriate for you people. Okay. So coming to the error. So error, as you people told me, that the uncertainty in measurement. The uncertainty the uncertainty in measurement is known as error. The uncertainty in measurement is known as a error. Then this error may be your positive as well as a negative error. Okay, this may be your positive error and negative error. On the basis of, you can say, if you are getting more than true value, so that is basically a positive error, and if you are getting less than true value, then that will be your
Positive error.
uncertainty means you are
Negative.
not going to, sure about your reading.
Negative error.
Okay, so if you are not going to sure about your readings, then that will cause your error. So there are different kinds of error. On the basis of its arrival, or you can say on the basis of its finding, error can be classified in three parts. What are they? First will be your systematic error, and another will be your random error, and third will be your least count error. Okay, so I will be going one by one, and how systematic error can be divided into further parts, and what are the different source of that systematic error, and how this can be minimized, and what is the source of the random error, and how it can be minimized, and what do you mean by the least count, how these least count tending towards the error, and how this can be minimized. Okay, these things we'll discuss. So coming to the error, I was already telling you that it can be further classified. So this is positive error, and this may be your negative error. Okay, this will be means the overall error will be only these two, positive and negative. Either value will be greater than the true value. In this case, value is greater than true value.
तब पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव एरर के बाद
Yeah, value is lesser than true. So, error can be classified in three parts. What are they? Systematic error, systematic error, random error, and this will be your least count error. So coming to one by one. So what is basically the systematic error, and how
The
these
systematic error arise due to definite cause and take place according to some rule.
Yeah, it's a only definitely it's a cause is known. In this case, the systematic error, the cause of error is known. Okay, but in case of the random error, the cause is
The random error occur irregularly.
yeah, its cause is unknown. So only 43 participants are there. Miss, what others are doing? Only very few people are there. You should
Sir, complain to principal, sir.
Okay, I will let him know. Okay. Okay, coming to the systematic error. So what are the different sources of the systematic error? Let me tell you that this may be due to the instrumental error. Instrumental error. Means if your instrument having certain errors, then that will come to the instrumental error. Okay, and there will be the experience, means a lack of experience. Its cause will be due to lack of experience. Okay, and the third will be your, means you can say, personal error. So coming to this topic, instrumental error. What do you mean by the instrumental error? What do you mean by the instrumental error?
Error in our instrument, sir.
The error arises due to
Due to
error in
imperfect
instruments.
in design or
So
manufacture.
it's instrumental error. If any instrument is not setting to the 0, then that will be said as a 0 error. Okay.
Zero error.
Yeah. If it is not set to the 0, that will be said as a 0 error. So instrumental error arises on the fault of the instrument. Suppose you have to measure the perimeter using your scale. So if scale is from one of its your end, the scale is taken from one of end of the scale, and you are measuring. Kindly keep quiet. Those who are doing. So if scale is broken at one of the end, and you are just measuring the perimeter of the, you will get the error. Because each and every readings you are will have a certain errors, and that error will be propagated once you will be taking the reading. Okay. Okay. So instrumental error arises only due to the error of the instrument. So here we'll also understand what is basically 0 error. If instrument is not having reading of 0, then that will be known as a 0 error. And what do you mean by this? Due to lack of experience. So if lab attendant is there and he don't know about the practicals and all those things, so he don't have experience of this. So in that case, whatever error will be there, that will come under the systematic error, but it will be due to the lack of experience. Suppose you are set to measure the level of water, just like this. You have to measure the level of water. Okay. So for measuring the level of water, you should mark from here now the lower level. So from where it will be at the lowest, from there only you can measure. If there is an unexperienced person, that he will start measuring from here also, so that will give the error. Okay. Due to the lack of experience, there it will be the, and sometimes there may be the personal error. So personal error means what? Sometimes people did not used to focus at the means experiment, and people used to do the mistakes while taking the readings. So personal error may be suppose you are means willing to calculate the time period of pendulum, and you are just on the fan. Okay, if fan is switched on, then that fan will be damping the oscillation of means basically your pendulum. So that will come under the personal error. Okay, got my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Random error. What will be your random error? So random error is basically, so now one thing we should also discuss, how we can just minimize the systematic error. So systematic error can be minimized by using the means good instrument, right? Error-free instrument. So one can ask how you can minimize the systematic error. So this can be minimized by using a error-free instrument and using the experienced resource person, and we can also make good habits of the laboratory that will help to means minimize the systematic error. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Coming to the random error. What is random? Random means you don't know the reason why it is arising, how it means arising. Okay, you will means feel a certain error. So what are the different source of the random error? You can say, suppose you are measuring, you are doing the practical of Ohm's law. Okay, you are doing the practical of Ohm's law, and the temperature is nearly 50 degrees Celsius. Okay, so there will be little fluctuation in the Ohm's law. There will be little fluctuation of the R. Okay, it's only due to the high temperature. Okay, so
Temperature.
that will come under the random error. Okay, so random error may
Yes.
arise due to the unknown reasons. So still means you will getting the value of anything that will be differing from the true value, but the reason of getting the difference in the value will be still unknown.
I beg your pardon, sir.
Okay. Yes, what you are saying?
Please repeat it once again, sir.
Okay, okay. So I'm saying that if we are taking certain readings of any instrument, and you are getting means a difference in that difference in your value from the true value. Okay, let's take the example of acceleration due to gravity. The acceleration due to gravity is 9.8 meter per second square, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
And if you are getting value greater than 9.8 meter per second square and lesser than 9.8 meter per second in certain experiment, and if you are trying to find out what means why this value is fluctuating, and if you are unable to find out the reason, then that may be due to the random error because you are not knowing the cause. Got it? Got it or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Got it, sir.
Yes, sir.
Coming to the least count error. So what is least count? Least count is a minimum value that can be measured by any instrument. The least count is a minimum value that can be measured by any instrument. Okay?
So something which measuring device cannot do.
Yeah. That is the least count. So you can say you have a scale, means you have a scale that can measure up to the 0.1 centimeter. 0.1 centimeter, or you can
Yes,
say
sir.
Yes, sir.
if anyone is saying that please measure up to 0.1 millimeter, whether it will be possible to measure 0.1 millimeter using your scale? You can't measure.
Yes,
No,
sir.
sir.
Because the least count of your scale is 0.1 centimeter.
Centimeter.
Okay? 0.1 centimeter, that is a 1 millimeter. Okay, so if you're having an instrument that having a least count 0.1 centimeter and you are willing to measure the 0.1 millimeter, so it will be not possible and you will get error. Suppose I was telling you that please measure the value of, please measure the perimeter of your table, and you are saying that this perimeter of your table, let's say you are saying that this is 2.5 centimeter, but I am saying 2.54 centimeter. Which one will be more accurate? Let me know.
2.5 centimeter is more accurate.
Means from your scale it will be 2.5 centimeter, but accurate value will be 2.54 centimeter, because after 5 there is uncertainty in the values. Okay, but if you are putting any digit here, then that means certain. So 2.5 will, this we are willing to have a in millimeter, so this will give a more accurate result. This will give this error value. Okay, so this was all about your introduction to the error. We'll discuss how we can just minimize the error by taking the average, and we'll understand the different aspects how error is propagated in addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, and we'll do the certain questions on the basis of these things. Okay, so it's a time is just going to complete. So I'm just leaving the class right now. So we'll connect tomorrow and we'll discuss the different things. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir. Bye, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sir.
Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.